Our gathering hymn is number 109 in the gray hymnal. Please rise in body and spirit as you are able.
Good morning. Good morning. It's good to see all of you. Who have we got here from the animal kingdom? Do we have any canines, any dogs today? Raise your hands or canines, okay? Do we have any cats today? Yeah, we got, oh, thank goodness. We were worried that we were going to get a cat today, and fortunately George and Karen brought their cat in. Do we have any other types of animals here today besides cats and dogs? Humans? Okay. We have humans here. Sometimes I think I see bunny rabbit ears and who knows what else we've got. We've had tarantulas, we've had all sorts of things. But this is our annual animal blessing service, and I want to make sure that all the human animals feel welcome, but I also want to make sure that all the animal friends who are here today feel like you're welcome in this place. I hope that this feels like a safe place for you, and I hope that you know that we do love animals here, and that we're going to make this a fun and a safe place, and we want it to be comfortable, and we'll just have a fun time as we bless you today. So this is the first Sunday of October. It's a tradition that you have an animal blessing service, and we love this tradition. We do it every year, first Sunday of October. So you're going to get to learn a little bit more about how we do this soon, but everybody got a form when you came in today, I hope, a little form to fill out. And our animal blessing means we all bless the animals, not just the clergy. So if you'd fill that out sometime during the service, we'll be collecting those forms and we'll be reading those because we're going to all bless the animals today. And I have some other announcements, but I'll spare them for later on because this is a welcome. Now that you've welcomed, I would like to ask you all to gently welcome all the animals here today. If you take just a moment to do that to each other, you can welcome humans too. But we'd also like to especially have a special greeting for our animal friends. So take a moment to do that. Thanks for taking a moment to greet each other. We got a bunny rabbit here today too, so just so you know that.
A lot of excitement here today. Unitarian Universalism offers a non-creedal approach to living our daily lives. We covenant to affirm and promote 7 principles, which you can find on the inside cover of your gray hymnal. Our 7th principle affirms the respect for the interdependent web of all existence, of which we are part. With today's animal blessing ritual, we strengthen our resolve to live in harmony with the rhythms of nature and to respect all living things. Please join together in saying our affirmation. Love is our doctrine. Compassion is our way. Here we seek to create a joyful home for free religious exploration, build a community of caring fellowship, nurture the hopes, and serve the needs of our world.
No had retired at age 30, set for life. I met a man and didn't know which stars to thank, and then he asked one day if I would be his wife. And I looked up, and all that I could think of was the life I had dreamt I would live. And I said to him, "What will you give? I'll give you cars and a townhouse in Turtle Bay and a fur and a diamond ring. And we'll be married in Spain on my yacht today, and we'll honeymoon in Beijing. And you'll meet stars at the parties I throw at my villas in Nice and Paris in June." And I thought, okay. And I took a breath, and I got my yacht. And the years went by, and it never changed, and it never grew, and I never dreamed. And I woke one day, and I looked around, and I thought, my God, I'll never have the moon.
Are you supposed to make us cry? Oh, that was beautiful. Let this chalice lighting symbolize the love we know for our friends in the animal kingdom. Of course, we think of our dogs and cats and rabbits. But remember, too, the birds, the forest and the desert creatures, the farm animals, and yes, going back to last week, even the snakes. We are all a part of the interconnected web of life. Each week, we light 3 chalices. The first is for this community, the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Salem. The second chalice we light for our friends in our partner church in Siemanfalva, Transylvania, Romania. And we light our third chalice for our children and youth in our children's education classes, and for all the children of the world. Please join together as we sing The Flame into Life.
We got a lot of beings in this room today together. Let's all be together. Just take a deep breath and just relax into this moment. A lot of times we get in too much of a hurry in our lives. We get too attached to things or push ourselves too fast, and we don't slow down and look at one another and look at the creatures around us in this world. So this is an invitation for all of us to slow down and simply notice the life around us. Look into the sky and see the birds, and on the ground and see all the creatures that dwell therein. And let your heart fill with compassion for all the animals of the world. The dogs and the cats, and the cows and the mules and the donkeys. They bark and we laugh and we love them. May we, as a community, remember to treat animals with kindness. May we always be striving to be a compassionate people. And gratitude. I invite you now to think of all the wonderful animals you've known in your life. Think of all the pets you've had, all those wonderful animals that came in and blessed your life in one way or another. Think about the pets you had in your childhood and growing up. Think about how faithful and loving your pet companions have been for you. And so we feel gratitude for these, our animal friends. And as my hand sweeps over the crowd, say the names of those pets, living or gone, that you want to honor today as my hand passes. So many animals flowing through our lives, and we feel such gratitude and such love for these animals. What a wonderful thing it is to have animals in this world with us. And so we say amen, because we always remember in this congregation that we're called to be compassionate people, and we're called to acknowledge our gratefulness for every blessing in our life. Amen. Well, how you folks holding up today, you young ones? You're stuck in here with me all Sunday. Usually you get to march out and go down there and do some other stuff. Well, so thank you guys for being here. Thank you. I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story today, and then we're going to bless the animals. And I'm going to need all the children's help in blessing the animals today, but we'll get to that a little bit later on. But one night, it was about a month ago, I walked up to the park near, gosh, Lorna, I did give you a chance to do your thing, and I just totally stepped on your foot. So come on in.
And lucky for you, we didn't have anything in the book or anything online. So the bad news is there were no joys, but the good news is there were no sorrows. And I'm with Lifeline's Lay Ministry, and every Sunday we have a table out there after the service for those of you who'd like to talk in person. On the second Sunday of the month, we have Compassionate Connection. If you need to get a hold of us, we're running around with these little green ribbons with our lavender badges. Pretty soon we'll have stoles and feel really special, just like the choir. So you can email us at lifelineslayministry.org, usalem.org, and or just grab one of us. We're here for you whenever you need a little extra TLC. Thank you.
I was skipping ahead too fast in the service. We have some music, don't we? Hard song.
So excited today. I'm just doing what we do. I do have a reading today that I'm kind of excited about, but I'd like to remind people you've been given a little slip of paper, and during the reading the host will come by. If you could possibly pass your little notes to the center aisle. Alan and Carrie Lynn. Okay, there you go. They can be collected and we'll read them in a little while. So my reading today is called A Letter to Our Dog. Dear Doogie, do you know how lucky we are? I mean, we haven't had a dog in 45 years, and you found us. One day last spring, Alan came home with the crazy notion that we should foster a dog. Well, I was skeptical. I mean, how would that work? We'd get attached to some cute little bundle of fur just to have to give it back to a better family? And who would pick up the poop? Then one day, a friend suggested we might get a senior dog because at our age, we sure don't want the work we'd have to do dealing with a puppy. And another friend mentioned that there was a flyer on the UU bulletin board right out there in the hall. Someone was wanting to find a good home for their little older dog because they moved, and it was getting harder to take care of their little boy. So with a phone call and a visit, we met you. And almost instantly we became dog owners. But we quickly learned a few things about you, and some of those things kind of surprised us. Doogie, my love, you're kind of expensive. People wanting to adopt a dog really should ask about the cost of getting a dog's teeth cleaned. Holy cow! But you know, Doogie, you are totally worth it. We also learned that you'd been picked up from the streets of San Diego about 3 years ago. And they figured you were about 8 years old at the time. So that would make you 11 years old now. So I figured, count up dog years, and you and I are just about the same age. You were captured, examined, caged, and sent to a rescue kennel in Oregon. When your new owners found you, apparently you were so traumatized that it took a few months to bring you around. I mean, look at that little guy. Look at that little guy. He was so traumatized. By the time we met you, we saw a really happy, awfully cute, well cared for senior dog who actually knows several basic commands. He loves to take long walks, and he sleeps through the night, very often right under our bed, which is his favorite spot to make a little nest with all the, stuff that's under our bed. We learned that you love to run free, off leash, in a park, but you have a huge issue with the big dogs and actually attack them when you're not restrained, which is why he's not here today. You silly boy, those dogs could bite your face off. You love to jump into the creek when it's not too cold and chase cats up the street and under the neighbor's fence. You'd gladly fight any raccoon. And when you became friends with the neighbor's dog, Zeke, you sort of forced conversations with a really conservative neighbor who put signs in his yard that I absolutely disagree with, but we talk anyway. You love to ride in cars, and you eagerly jump into the side cart so Alan can take you for long rides on his e-bike. So Doogie, my boy, we belong to you now. And we're both just so happy that you found us. You've brought us jumps and wiggles and cuddles and a lot of joy into our home. We really love you. And Alan and I share the dog walking duties, and we both pick up the poop.
So I think I'm going to need a little help. Since the young folks are going to help bless the animals anyway, if you guys would like to come on up and gather on up, all young folks, come on up and gather here so we can see you, and also so you can be here and be ready to bless the animals. So I will need your help with that. So you can have a seat just like you normally do for Time for All Ages, and just come on up here, and pretty soon the animals will come up, but I wanted to just talk for a couple of minutes and talk to you about something that happened to me. Something that happened in the last month or so. Hey, we got a bunny rabbit here too. That's cute. That's cute. So one night, and we got a snake too. We got a garter snake here today. That's so cool. So one night I was walking around, and I went to the park, and I started sitting down, and I was by a path right at the entrance to the park, and an animal came up. You know what kind of animal it was? No, it wasn't a snake. I was just sitting there. It was dark, and I was just kind of meditating, looking at the stars, and an animal came up. And just what kind of animal was it? Do we have any guesses? It wasn't a snake. It wasn't a rabbit. Do I hear raccoon? No, it wasn't a raccoon. Do I hear coyote? No, it wasn't a coyote. Well, since I can't hear anything, do I hear possum? Did I hear possum? Yeah, that's what it was. It was such a trip. I'm just sitting there, and a possum comes up, and there am I, and there's the possum. Well, you know what happened to the possum? You know what happened to the possum? It ran away. Because it was real surprised to see me. I was real surprised to see it, but it found another way into the woods. But you know what my point is? There's a lot of animals out there, and you got to learn to pay attention, because you can step on them if you're not careful, like that snake. Like we were walking in the park the other day, and I almost rode my bicycle over a snake. That would have been terrible, wouldn't it? So let's be careful. Let's be careful. So anyway, you really have to be a friend to animals. And to be a friend to animals, you have to pay attention to what's going on around you. That's what I discovered. It wasn't a discovery that I expected to make in the way I did recently, but in our backyard, you know what kind of animals we make friends with in the backyard? We got a distraction down here, don't we? I got competition, a bunny rabbit. So you know what kind of animals we have in our backyard? We have hummingbirds and nuthatches and squirrels and blue jays and all sorts of things. They come into our yard, and we offer them our seeds and everything, and they're our good friends, and it works out really well. But then, you know what happened? I was starting to work on the back of my patio. I was starting to do my work back there. And you know what happened? As I started writing on my laptop. Now I have to write a lot for my job. And so I'm sitting on the back of my patio, and I'm trying to write a sermon. It takes a lot of concentration to do this. And I found that the back deck is just a perfect place. And then, you know what happened when I started writing my sermon? Except it was much louder than that. There's a big dog that lives next door, and he started barking. And after a while, it was getting to be too much for me. And then all of a sudden, I heard another dog barking, and there was another dog barking there in the yard. And then I thought, how am I going to get my work done? And then I heard another dog barking in the yard next to that one. And then I heard another dog barking in the yard next to that one, and another dog barking in the yard next to that one. 5 dogs were barking at me. And I was trying to write my sermon. So what do you think I did? What do you think I did? Huh? I went inside. No, I didn't go inside. I didn't go inside. I just thought, I've got a problem here. All these dogs are barking at me, and I'm out there trying to do my work. And I thought, well, maybe it'll be different the next day. So the next day, You know what happened? Same thing. Same thing. So when you have a problem in our community and you have problems with your neighbors, one of the things that you can do when you have problems with your neighbors is you can go to an organization called Neighbor to Neighbor. And they will help you work with your neighbors and try to sort it out if something's going on. And that's a good option if you have a problem with your neighbor. And I have problems with several of my neighbors barking the dogs. I got competition. It's a garter snake. It's a cute one. So, I thought to myself, what am I going to do? I've got a problem. I could contact the neighbors and just say directly to them, I've got a problem, but I decided I would do something else. I asked myself, what would St. Francis do? St. Francis. And I thought about it. And I thought, you know why I thought about what would St. Francis do? What would St. Francis do? Because he loved animals. He loved animals. St. Francis loved animals. And so I decided that I would do what St. Francis did. And you know what St. Francis did? He preached to the animals. He preached to the animals. St. Francis would preach to the animals. He lived nearly 1,000 years ago, St. Francis, but he was known for his love for the animals. And so he would talk to them. He would talk to them. Have you ever seen images of St. Francis preaching to the birds? Yeah, that's what that story's all about. That's what that story's all about. You see St. Francis, and he's preaching to the birds. And you know what? They understand him. He loves the birds so much that they understood him. And so, I decided that I would try the same thing. St. Francis, he preached to the dogs, and he preached to the birds, he preached to the cows, he preached to all the animals. And they listened. The animals listened to St. Francis. Can you imagine? He was so holy. He was such a good man. He loved the animals so much that when he talked to the animals, they understood what he was saying. And I love animals so much, so I thought I would give this a try. And so I decided that I would preach to the dogs. And I would tell them to stop being bad dogs. Be good dogs, so we can all enjoy peace and quiet. And so I delivered my sermon to the dogs. And it was a humbling experience. Apparently, I'm not as holy as St. Francis. And so the dogs, they didn't listen to my sermon. They didn't listen to my sermon. Maybe it's because they couldn't see me over the fence. So next I asked my inner St. Francis, well, what am I going to do now? We all have this inner St. Francis. Did you know that? You have your inner St. Francis. That's part of you within that really, really loves the animals. And I asked St. Francis, how should I proceed? What should I do now? I preached to the dogs, and my inner St. Francis said, don't tell the dear dogs what to do. Show them that you care for them. But how, I thought to myself, how? How can I show the dogs that I care for them? And then, even as I asked the question, I knew the answer. And I also knew that my next step was to stand on a narrow 2x4 on a high cedar fence so I could look over at my neighbors when I see my neighbors. And I saw all of them at one time. And I stood on the fence and I said, hi, neighbor. Hi. Hey, I really love dogs. Would you mind if I fed them some of these jerky treats? It might help with the barking. What are their names? Mac and Zoe and Saber and Coda. And I don't know the other one's its name, but it now will take food out of my hand over the fence. So I fed them. Like all of my plans, except most of them, this one has worked out very well. It's worked out very well. I love these animals back there. And I know that these dogs, they recognize me. They recognize the sound of my voice. And when I do this whistle, they know me. They know my whistle, and they know the name. And now we have really good friends. And now the only time the dogs bark in the backyard is when they want a jerky treat. Now there is trust. Now we are good friends. So I want you all to make a little path here because we're going to do an animal blessing. And down here, we're going to make a path because we're going to have the animals come up and we're going to bless the animals in just a second. There we go. And if Lorraine would gently play some music while we ask you to bring your animals forward, Molly and I and all the children will bless your animals as they come forward. Here we go. We've got sound now. We're blessing these animals. Some animals just don't quite. Come on. Here you go. Yeah, what a good dog you are. What a good dog you are. Shannon, we bless you, Shannon. Take a snack. Good girl, Shannon. Bless you. Bless you, Shannon. Who's next here? Oh, you don't have to force him. You're a good dog, Link. What a great dog you are. Bless you. Have a great life, Link. And this is a cat. Squeak. Squeak, is this a therapy cat? Squeak is a therapy cat. He goes into the hospitals and helps out there. That's really nice. Thanks, Squeak. Who have we got here? Delight. Hey, Delight, how are you? You're being a delight, too. That's great. Who we got? American Shih Tzu. What's his name again? Teddy. Hey, Teddy, you're a great-looking animal. Oh, we're so happy you're here. Okay, let the kids pet it. Yeah, the kids can bless him too. And here's the bunny rabbit, Gilbert. Oh, Gilbert, it's good to see you, buddy. And where is that snake? I gotta bless the snake too. Pretty boy, yeah. Well, bless you, pretty boy. Bless you, bless you. And this is Coco. Coco, how are you, sweetheart? That's great. Well, now we've got some more blessing to do. You can read the pictures now. So those are the live animals that we blessed today. We've got some other animals we're going to bless by photo now. So you guys can go back to your seats if you want. Here we're going to bless some pictures that were sent in. We're going to bless Molly, Joseph, and Sarah's cat. Poor Molly had surgery and was in the pet hospital for several days in June. Fine now, and so belly fur is growing back, but she could use a blessing. So Molly, we send our blessings to you, beautiful cat. And Doogie, you've been blessed already today. We're going to bless you again. And thank you for giving Alan and Gloria so much pleasure in their lives. Bless you, Doogie. And Missy, back to your energetic self after a rough summer. I'm glad you made it through the summer, Missy. Bless you, bless you. And Jama. Catching computer mice work is exhausting, so we bless you, Jama. You look like you're ready for a belly rub. And Huckleberry, I know how to get up here, but was she able to get down, huh? We got him down. We bless you. And Cookie, we bless you too. K-Lux. This is Cookie. She has the softest fur and the most lovely eyes. Here's Darcy. Darcy, you're 8-month-old, and you have your baseball, you like to hunt, and you like to eat flip-flops. So watch out. We bless you. We bless you, Boo. Bonnie Brown and her daughter, Mary Brown. Boo is a one-eared, 13-year-old toy poodle who feels displaced by his rambunctious new sister. We love them to pieces. And we love you too. We bless you. Lily, or Lily Cat, from Cheryl Randall. I've heard about your cat, Cheryl. Is it a Mancoon, I believe? And no, it's not. Oh, it's just a great cat. I'm glad you've got Lily the cat. Bless you, Lily. And bless you, Honey Bun and Daisy. So Francine, I'm glad you've got your two cute dogs there. They look like they take up a lot of your time. And Teddy. I think I met Teddy, or I met another Teddy today too. A fun-loving pup who has never met a stranger and more of a professional snuggler than a protector. Wish she'd been in the backyard when I was trying to rant my sermon. This is Bridget from Mika Visser. This is my wonderful companion, Bridget. Well, bless you, Bridget. Thanks for keeping Mika company. And Cookie, Teresa, this is the smartest and the most loving of the 4 German Shepherds that you and your husband have had over the course of 53 years. And suddenly, he died 2 years ago. So, goodbye. Bless you, Cookie. Thank you for all the love you brought. Daisy May, loving companion to the Booth family. man. Look at you, Daisy man, on those back legs. You look like, bless you, you're a great dog. And Mickey, my fur children for the pet blessings. Becky Harrison. Thank you, Becky, for bringing us that picture. And Noni, you have another cat? And Shirley knows where she's supposed to hang out. Why do cats always like to be in places we don't want them to be? But that's okay. We still love them. And there's another one. You've got a lot of cats, Becky. And we're glad. Bless you, Bella. And bless you, Dibbles. You've got a house full of pets. That's wonderful. He looks like a good dog. And Claudia and Jim, you have Brick. I hope he's a good solid brick in your life. Bless you, Brick. You look like a cute one. And Zoe, Deanna, and you have two pets you would like honored. So Zoe was taken up from us tragically on June 1st. Rest in peace, sweet girl. We're so sorry for that loss. Darth Bada, Al-Qaeda. This is a small demonic entity. Bless you, bless you. And Radar and Giotto. I got to meet you guys a couple of weeks ago, so it's good to see you again. Bless you both, Radar and Giotto. And Lady Fig Newton. Lady Fig Newton, the proud owner of Ann and Tom, so keep things in order. Bless you, Lady Fig Newton. Bless you, Boots. You've got two cats. Bless you, Boots. And bless you, Scout. You're a cat, and you look like it, and we bless you, and we love you. Thanks for doing that. And this is Pickles. Pickles is an apartment complex. He's marvelous. His owner walks him 2 times a day in a harness, and you're his babysitter. So there you go, Pickles. And Snowball. Snowball. So cute and spunky. Looks like he's gone. And Sherman. You have a lot of cats in your life, Jane. That's great. So let's see who else we got. We've got another Teddy here. And I'm so glad he got rescued from a puppy mill. That's great. I'm glad you have him. And Aiden and I connect like family. Yeah, Paul has wonderful cats, and they really do. And we bless you, Aiden, because you take such good care of Paul. And that's it. That's all the animals that we are going to bless today, because that's all the pictures that we've got. Except now, you all are going to bless the animals. So let's find out how you all bless the animals.
That sort of thing just, I don't know about you, but I'm just smiling. It's just so wonderful. Before we bless the animals, I would like very much to introduce our new celebrant who's coming on board, and today is her sort of first internship here, but I'd like to introduce, and I hope I say it right, Nadine LaCheminette. LaCheminette. I knew I was going to get it wrong. Nadine. Anyway, welcome. I don't really think she knows what she's getting herself into, but okay, you want to go first?
These are your responses. I show my love and friendship with animals by having a lot of them around me all the time and supporting the Humane Society.
I show my love and friendship with animals by not eating them.
I show my love and friendship by feeding them, having a clearing and a place for them to sleep that's nice and warm.
I show my love for love and friendship with animals by we recycle and try to reduce our carbon footprint to save the world.
I show my friendship by taking them to the vet and walking them in nature.
I show my friendship by greeting them with joy and taking care of their habitat, which is ours as well.
I show my friendship by loving them.
This one there's a little deer on the thing, and there's a little bubble that says, "Thanks for not eating me." And I show my love by giving them their space and not eating them.
I show my love by communicating with them.
I show my love with respect, care, and play.
I show my love by helping a low-income friend who has 4 cats by supplying them with kitty litter.
Nice. I show my love by being kind in all caps and sharing food.
I show my love by caring for and loving our dear cat, Molly, revering memories of others, and praying nightly for all the wild animals in our world.
I show my love and friendship by caring and loving.
I show my love by swerving to avoid hitting animals while I'm driving. Thank you.
I show my love by admiring the variety of animals in their kingdom and appreciating that they have inhabited the earth much longer than we humans.
I show my love by having 5 cats, and 3 of them are certified therapy cats.
Wow, nice. I show my love by taking care of them and not harming them.
I show my love by giving my pets good pets.
I share my love by being welcoming when I cross paths and respect their environment.
I show my love by letting my cat crawl all over me whenever she desires love and attention. I'm happy to reciprocate.
I love this one. I share my love and friendship with animals by being an unsuccessful hunter. Yes.
I share my love by helping protect the forests that provide homes for wildlife.
I share my love by being respectful to wild animals and giving hugs and love to my 2 guinea pigs and my friends' animals.
I show my love by respecting animals as fellow beings and our brothers and sisters.
I show my love by feeding my neighbor's squirrels, plus a lifetime of always having pets, from dogs to hermit crabs.
I show my love by rescuing cats, feeding birds, and donating to wildlife charities.
I show my love by always greeting them with a smile and a nice hello.
I show my love by lighting up with joy when I'm around them.
I show my love by showing them respect and love.
Oh, this is a good one. I show my love by keeping our yard as natural as possible.
I show my love and friendship with animals by rescuing and by being a vegetarian.
I show my love by respecting their boundaries.
I show my love by snuggling them when they're receptive to that such action.
I show my love by not using insecticide in my yard.
I show my love by being a vegetarian.
I show my love by giving them the rugs.
Giving them the rose. Goes without saying, doesn't it? I show my love and friendship by learning about their ways and loving them.
I show my love by walking in the dog park every morning and greeting the dogs.
I show my love by being kind and attentive to their needs.
I show my love by 4 walks a day, lots of pets, providing medical care, and taking her to parks.
I show my love and friendship by providing food and habitat for birds and pollinators in my yard.
I show my love by attentively caring for them each day.
I can relate to this. I show my love and friendship with animals by paying my vet bills.
I show my love by providing shelter and warm cuddles.
I show my love by daily walks and lots of treats.
I show my love by giving treats.
I show my love by making habitat available.
I show my love by avoiding polluting their environment with toxins and respecting their boundaries and body language.
I show my love by treating them with respect.
I show my love by babysitting friends' pets and having treats ready for dogs on walks.
I show my love and friendship by wanting sustainable habitats.
I show my love by respecting their boundaries and touching or petting when accepted.
I show my love by volunteering with rescue groups to vaccinate our homeless people's pets. Good for you. That's good.
I show my love by bringing the house monkey. They love monkey hands.
I show my love and friendship by loving my grand dog. I buy toys and spend time petting her.
I show my love and friendship by showing them kindness.
I show my love and friendship with animals by advocating for habitat protection and enhancement and trying to decrease animal food product consumption.
I show my love by stopping and petting everyone I can.
I show my love by trying to greet them and offer friendship even if I don't know them.
I show my love by hugs, pets, kisses, and chasing them so that they exercise.
I show my love and friendship with animals by glowing in their presence. Love that.
I share my love by squealing with high-pitched delight every time I see one. And I share my love by paying attention to body language to try and understand how my non-speaking friends are feeling. And I show my love by giving home to the baby raccoons that accidentally crawled under our shed last winter. They were very cute.
Maybe I shouldn't bring Doogie over. He does like to chase raccoons. Thank you. I think Nadine is going to be a wonderful new addition to our worship team. Thank you, Nadine. Great job. Sharing our gifts. I think we're all, we're just doing a major shift here for those of you who are new, because that was one thing and now we're kind of moving on. I think we're all aware of the immigrant crisis at our southern border. We also hear of refugees and asylum seekers crossing the waters into countries such as Italy, Greece, and Great Britain. But have you noticed that right here in Salem, we are seeing more and more refugees making their homes in our community? Our Share the Plate recipient this month is Salem for Refugees, a resettlement agency that provides services to refugees in the Salem area. Our new Salem area friends come from Africa, the Middle East, Asia, Latin America, and beyond. Salem for Refugees helps with securing housing, with English lessons, with employment, with cultural orientation, and donations of furniture and home goods. Many of their children find safety and appropriate placement in the Salem-Keizer School District, where they are enrolled in English language learner classes. I would encourage you to Google Salem for Refugees to learn more about this incredible organization. Also, each month, UUCS donates a portion of our offering to the Marion Polk Food Share, and you may each week bring donations of food and money and leave it in the little red wagon that's here in the front, and it will also be in the foyer as you leave. You may leave your pledge to UUCS and other offerings in the baskets that will be passed, or you may go online to uusalem.org to find the donation button. And we thank you for your kind generosity.
What a great treat, Natalie. I'm so glad you came. And thanks, Lorianne, for your music, too, to make it all possible. So next Sunday, we'll be here doing a regular service, and we'll just have human animals in the presence. I wanted to, we flip to the next slide if there is one. There is an informal congregational meeting that's going to be held right now. I want to tell you about something that happened on Friday. We had representatives, bird counter people from the Audubon Society, and they came by. And they, by the way, no, my notes are over there. I have something I have in writing I have to pull up in just a second. But the Audubon, they did a tour of our entire property because we want to be in good relationships with our feathered friends. They went down behind the creek down there, found some birds down there. They walked around the property, walked across the street. And the reason we invited them was we want to enter into a special relationship. We think our property would make a really nice area for a bird refuge. And they agreed. They walked around and they toured the place and they counted a whole bunch of different birds here. We didn't know that. How many birds do you think in an hour they found here? Maybe 10? 25? 25's a good guess. 31. They saw 31 different types of bird here today. And so this informal congregational meeting is to say, are you folks willing to welcome the birds to this property? Are you willing to help make this a beautiful bird refuge? Are you willing to help participate and do it? So, great. I was so touched by all the blessings you guys had for animals. You really do love animals, and we really do want to have a wonderful environment here for the birds that fly through. I was amazed to see that there were 31 different types just in an hour on a particular time of the year. There'll be many more coming through in the spring. But we're going to inaugurate our special relationship with the bird right after the closing of the service. Those who would like to can join us. We'll be, Gordana helped me a lot with this, my wife Gordana. We got some hummingbird feeders. We're going to hang up, we're going to process around the building. We're going to put up 4 hummingbird feeders, and we're going to have volunteers help us keep those filled, including from the Kaleidoscope Preschool. And we're also going to go outside, and all of us, we're going to bless the animals next door. You may not know that we have all sorts of animals right next door, and we have little cups for you to feed the animals some stuff. And so you're going to come up, and you're going to get a chance to bless all the animals in just a minute. So if you're up for that, follow us out that door at the end of the service, and we'll be hanging the hummingbird feeders. And we'll process all the way around the building. We'll hang the 4th hummingbird feeder in the patio, and then we'll come into the fellowship hall. And if you're too tired for this, just go get your coffee. It doesn't matter. I just wanted to let you all know. Well, thank you all for voting to be a bird sanctuary. I consider it official. So I think that's all the announcements I have. Yes, Leanne?
Can we carry our coffee along with us?
Yeah, you can carry your coffee on the procession. So please do keep up with the news of the community. There's always some new activity or program or workshop or information that you need to know about if you're a member or a friend of the congregation. So we have a great communication team. They send out a weekly e-blast and a monthly newsletter. So sign up for that if you don't have it. And I do believe that that's all for the announcements.
Each week, we light a social justice lantern as a symbolic reminder of the work we do individually and collectively to further the cause of social justice in this country and across the globe. Sometimes social justice takes a long time. And gonna have to do a little extra here to get this lantern going.
You can keep talking. Okay.
I'm not very good at ad. There you go. All right, social justice after, yes? Social justice after all. Okay. Okay. As we extinguish our chalices today, let us remember to embrace the interconnected web of which we are all a part. Thank you for coming today and for bringing your beloved non-human family members. Thank you so much.
Our closing hymn is number 347 in the gray hymn roll. Please rise in body and spirit as you are able.
Say our closing words, I just want to remind you that if you're interested in going out and hanging the bird feeders and blessing the animals, you can meet at the door in the back. And if you feel comfortable, please join hands while we say our closing words. May faith in the spirit of life, hope for the community of earth, and love for the sacred in one another be ours now and in all the days to come. Blessed be.